Did you know that mangrove forests are among the most vital ecosystems on our planet? These remarkable habitats not only protect coastlines from erosion, but also serve as critical nurseries for marine life. But where can you find the largest of these incredible forests? Join us as we journey through some of the world's largest mangrove forests, uncovering their unique beauty and significance. From Southeast Asia to the Americas, each of these forests tells a story of survival and biodiversity. Let's explore these lush green havens, teeming with life and wonder. Pichavaram Mangrove Forest, India. Nestled in the southern state of Tamil Nadu, the Pichavaram Mangrove Forest is one of the world's most pristine and ecologically significant mangrove ecosystems. Spanning approximately 1,100 hectares, Pichavaram is renowned for its stunning network of waterways, creeks, and canals that weave through a dense green canopy, creating a natural labyrinth that's both scenic and vital for local biodiversity. Visitors often explore the forest by boat, gliding through its narrow channels and immersing themselves in the tranquility of this wetland wonder. Pichavaram is a biodiversity hotspot, home to over 200 species of fish, birds, and crustaceans. Its intricate root systems serve as nurseries for aquatic life, providing shelter to juvenile fish and other organisms. Birdwatchers flock here to observe migratory species like herons, pelicans, and kingfishers, making it a significant site for ornithologists. The forest's rich fauna is a testament to its role as a haven for wildlife. Beyond its ecological importance, Pichavaram plays a crucial role in protecting the coastal regions of Tamil Nadu. The mangroves act as natural barriers against tidal waves, storm surges, and cyclones which are common in the area. During the devastating 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, these mangroves helped shield nearby villages, saving lives and minimizing damage. This event highlighted the importance of conserving such ecosystems, not just for biodiversity, but also for human safety. Despite its significance, Pichavaram faces challenges like deforestation, pollution, and habitat degradation due to human activities such as agriculture and shrimp farming. Climate change poses additional threats, with rising sea levels and increased salinity affecting mangrove growth. However, conservation efforts, including reforestation projects and sustainable tourism initiatives, are underway to preserve this ecological treasure for future generations. Sundarbans Mangrove Forest, Bangladesh and India. Spanning over 10,000 square kilometers, the Sundarbans Mangrove Forest is the largest mangrove forest in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Shared between Bangladesh and India, this vast expanse is renowned for its dynamic landscape, constantly reshaped by the powerful tides of the Bay of Bengal. An intricate network of rivers, creeks, and islands forms a mosaic of habitats teeming with life. The Sundarbans is home to an extraordinary array of wildlife, including the iconic Bengal tiger, which prowls the dense undergrowth. Other inhabitants include saltwater crocodiles, spotted deer, and a multitude of bird species. The forest serves as a critical buffer against cyclones and tidal surges, protecting millions of people living in surrounding areas from natural disasters. Local communities depend on the Sundarbans for their livelihoods, engaging in fishing, honey collection, and wood gathering. This delicate balance between humans and nature has existed for centuries, but is now under threat due to climate change, rising sea levels, and deforestation. The mangroves also play a significant role in carbon sequestration, helping mitigate the effects of climate change by absorbing carbon dioxide. Conservation efforts are in place to preserve this vital ecosystem. Both Bangladesh and India have established protected areas and are working on sustainable resource management. While challenges remain, ongoing initiatives provide hope that the Sundarbans will continue to thrive for generations to come. Amazon River Mangrove Forest, Brazil. Along Brazil's northern coast lies the Amazon River Mangrove Forest, covering about 6,000 square kilometers. Here, the freshwater of the Amazon River meets the Atlantic Ocean, creating nutrient-rich conditions ideal for mangrove growth. This unique environment makes it one of the most productive ecosystems in the region. These mangroves are vital nurseries for a variety of marine species, including commercially important fish, crabs, and shrimp. The dense root systems provide shelter for juvenile marine life, supporting local fisheries that coastal communities rely on for their livelihoods. Bird species, both resident and migratory, also find sanctuary in this lush habitat. In addition to supporting biodiversity, the Amazon mangroves act as natural barriers against coastal erosion and flooding, crucial defenses as sea levels rise due to climate change. They serve as significant carbon sinks, absorbing large amounts of carbon dioxide and helping combat global warming. Despite their importance, these mangroves face threats from deforestation, pollution, and industrial development, such as oil exploration and urban expansion. Conservation efforts, including the establishment of protected areas and sustainable management practices, are underway to safeguard this essential ecosystem for future generations. Niger Delta Mangrove Forest, Nigeria. The Niger Delta Mangrove Forest in Nigeria is Africa's largest mangrove ecosystem and the third largest globally, covering about 6,000 square kilometers. This vast forest supports rich biodiversity, including fish, crabs, mollusks, and endangered species like the West African manatee and pygmy hippopotamus. The mangroves serve as nurseries for marine life, underpinning local fisheries that are crucial for food and income for millions. The dense root systems stabilize the soil, acting as natural defenses against coastal erosion and flooding. They also filter pollutants, improving water quality and enhancing the health of the entire ecosystem. Unfortunately, the Niger Delta mangroves face significant threats from decades of oil exploration and extraction. Oil spills have devastated large areas, poisoning water and soil, and harming both wildlife and local communities. Deforestation for agriculture and urban development adds to the pressure on this fragile environment. Conservation initiatives are being implemented to restore and protect the mangroves. Efforts include cleanup operations, reforestation projects, and promoting sustainable resource use. Preserving this ecosystem is crucial not only for environmental reasons, but also for the well-being and economic stability of the region's inhabitants. Indus River Delta Mangrove Forest, Pakistan. In Pakistan, the Indus River Delta Mangrove Forest covers over 600,000 hectares, making it one of the largest arid climate mangrove forests globally. Remarkably, these mangroves thrive in harsh, dry conditions with limited freshwater flow, showcasing their incredible resilience. The mangroves support local fisheries and provide habitats for various species, including fish, crabs, and migratory birds like flamingos and pelicans. They act as natural barriers against coastal erosion and storm surges, protecting inland areas from flooding, a role that's increasingly vital due to climate change and rising sea levels. However, reduced freshwater flow from upstream dams and irrigation has increased salinity levels, threatening the mangroves' survival. Deforestation, pollution, and overharvesting of resources further exacerbate the problem, endangering both the ecosystem and the communities that depend on it. Restoration projects and conservation efforts are helping to revive this vital ecosystem. Initiatives include reforestation, sustainable resource management, and raising awareness about the importance of mangroves. These efforts aim to ensure that the Indus Delta mangroves continue to provide essential services to both the environment and local communities. Ayeyarwady Delta Mangrove Forest, Myanmar. The Ayeyarwady Delta Mangrove Forest in Myanmar spans around 5,000 square kilometers, where the Ayeyarwady River meets the Andaman Sea. This fertile delta supports rich biodiversity, including fish, crustaceans, and over 200 bird species. It's crucial for the local fishing industry, providing livelihoods for thousands of people. The mangroves act as natural barriers against storms and flooding, a role that proved critical during Cyclone Nargis in 2008. However, extensive deforestation for agriculture, aquaculture, and charcoal production has led to significant loss of mangrove coverage, reducing the delta's capacity to support biodiversity and protect against natural disasters. Restoration efforts are underway with reforestation projects and sustainable practices being promoted. Conservationists and local communities are collaborating to replant mangroves and implement sustainable resource management, aiming to restore this essential ecosystem to its former vitality. Everglades Mangrove Forest, USA. In Florida, the Everglades Mangrove Forest is the largest mangrove ecosystem in North America, covering over 2,000 square kilometers. This unique environment, where freshwater from the Everglades meets the saltwater of the Gulf of Mexico, supports a diverse range of wildlife, including manatees, American crocodiles, and countless bird species. The mangroves serve as nurseries for marine life and protect Florida's coastline from hurricanes and erosion. Their dense root systems stabilize the soil and reduce the impact of storm surges, a role that's increasingly important as climate change leads to more severe weather events. Despite challenges like urban development, pollution, and invasive species disrupting the delicate balance, significant restoration projects are underway. The comprehensive Everglades Restoration Plan aims to restore natural water flow, reduce pollution, and rehabilitate damaged ecosystems, including the mangroves. These efforts are vital for preserving this iconic ecosystem for future generations. Cangio Mangrove Forest, Vietnam. Located just outside Ho Chi Minh City, the Cangio Mangrove Forest spans over 75,000 hectares and is known as the green lungs of the city. This UNESCO Biosphere Reserve is crucial for protecting the urban area from flooding and storm surges. The forest also acts as a significant carbon sink, helping to mitigate climate change by absorbing large amounts of carbon dioxide. After suffering extensive damage during the Vietnam War, massive restoration efforts have revitalized the forest. Today, it's home to over 200 species of fauna, including monkeys, crocodiles, and migratory birds. The mangroves support the local fishing industry by acting as nurseries for marine life, sustaining both biodiversity and the economy. However, rapid urbanization, industrial pollution, and illegal logging pose ongoing threats. Sustainable tourism and conservation initiatives are helping to safeguard this ecological gem. By balancing development with environmental protection, Cangio stands as a successful model of ecosystem restoration and management. Sini Saloum Delta Mangrove Forest, Senegal. The Sini Saloum Delta in Senegal covers over 2,000 square kilometers and is one of West Africa's largest mangrove forests. This UNESCO Biosphere Reserve is a biodiversity hotspot, home to manatees, dolphins, and over 400 bird species, including flamingos and pelicans. The mangroves support local fisheries by providing nurseries for fish, shrimp, and mollusks, which are essential for the livelihoods of thousands of fishermen. They also protect the coastline from erosion and storm surges. The delta holds cultural significance, with local communities relying on the mangroves for traditional fishing, agriculture, and as a source of medicinal plants. Despite facing threats from deforestation, pollution, and climate change, conservation efforts are helping to preserve this vital ecosystem. Sustainable resource management, reforestation projects, and ecotourism initiatives aim to balance human needs with environmental protection, ensuring the delta's health for future generations. Mahakam Delta Mangrove Forest, Indonesia. In East Kalimantan, Indonesia, the Mahakam Delta Mangrove Forest covers about 1,500 square kilometers. This delta is rich in biodiversity, supporting numerous species of fish, shrimp, and birds, including the endangered proboscis monkey and Irrawaddy dolphin. The mangroves act as nurseries for marine life and protect the coastline from erosion and flooding. They also play a role in carbon sequestration, helping to mitigate climate change by absorbing significant amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. However, deforestation for palm oil plantations, logging, and pollution from industrial activities pose significant threats. Conservation groups and local communities are working together on reforestation projects and promoting sustainable practices. By focusing on ecological preservation and responsible development, efforts aim to ensure that the Mahakam Delta mangroves continue to thrive. As we wrap up our journey through the world's largest mangrove forests, it's clear that these ecosystems are more than just beautiful landscapes. They are vital lifelines for both wildlife and humans alike. From protecting coastlines to supporting fisheries and fighting climate change, mangroves are truly nature's guardians. If you enjoyed this exploration, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Explore Edge. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, keep discovering the world's wonders with us.